a video today. So, we got Amber, up here doing her little stuff. You can already tell right out the gate whose side I'm on. Johnny Depp, let's go. It's one of those situations where it's more like a family member, right? You be like, oh man, your brother, your mama, your cousin, whatever. They did this. Like, well, still riding for mine. But on a serious note, I real life think Johnny Depp was like in the right for this, and this is just a whole bunch of nonsense. And she ruined Buddy's career, the whole 9 yards. Like low-key, without a shadow of a doubt, he already lost this case, whether he wins this case or not. Like he lost a lot of stuff. But anyway, let's just get into the video here.
It's a fancy trailer park. He just started smashing things. He picked up something on the table and threw it right into the glass cabinet. He hit with his hand a wall sconce. He cleared the tabletop.
It just sounds like she lying. Like how when you a kid and you get in trouble, you go, you just trying to look for anything to justify why you did what you did, or something that can just get you out. You just say some of the stupidest stuff. You be like, the reason I stayed out late was because there was this fish in the pond, and it was the neighbors down the street, lady, his grandma got sick, and
on the little fold down kitchen dining room area in this trailer. I mean, it's a trailer, so there's only so much you can do. And he's screaming at me. He's just screaming at me.
Couples fight, like it real in all serious stuff. Like couples fight, they're gonna yell at each other. I mean, she's trying to make it seem like she ain't never yelled at dude, as she admitted before that she beat dude. Just saying. But anyway.
And I eventually go back into the bedroom area. He comes into the bedroom area. We had what I can only describe as it sounded like
lies, the fumbling, the lies.
From him. It wasn't making sense. And I realized that he's just probably really high, because it wasn't making sense anymore. It wasn't like a direct accusation. He wasn't hearing me when I was saying
Bro, have y'all never seen Pirates of the Caribbean? He was high that whole movie. What you mean? All of them.
I wasn't involved, wasn't cheating on him. I wasn't secretly trying to engage this woman in some sort of sexual affair. And then it became clear to me he was looking for something. He cleared things off the bed. I went into the bathroom, and as I come out, he asked me where it is and how long I've been hiding it. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he says, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Be honest with me.
Now look how she tried to make it so bad that he was swearing. People swear all day long. For real though. Okay. I bet she not telling us everything, you know what I'm saying? You could tell already. I bet she was swearing at Buddy too. She probably was high too.
Where are you hiding it? And he kind of makes to look into the bathroom. And I gestured to the bathroom, which was to my right. I kind of gestured to him, and I said, what am I hiding, and where am I gonna hide it? And we're standing in this little hallway area outside of the bathroom, and he starts, what it feels like patting me down, or saying he's patting me down. I can't recall, but he ripped.
That's crazy. Just a few minutes ago, she was able to remember every little detail. No, I don't recall that little part,
Dress, the top part of my dress. I had just dyed this thing myself pink, and it's just one of those things. I was that's my. It just fit.
You're lying when you start telling unnecessary stuff about the story, like, oh yeah, the sky was like blue and it had like 14 clouds and there was this car that went by and it looked like it was a little low on air with the back tire and it's like, what does that have to do with anything at all? Oh, you got to get off the thing.
That dress. And he's like grabbing my breasts, he's touching my thighs, he rips my underwear off, and then
Let's just listening to this shit. You just bro, he should have dressed up and came to like he came in his Pirates of the Caribbean uniform.
he
Just announced. Best selection in Milwaukee. Hudson Honda. It's simple.
I need to log in.
DavidHolmes.com.
I'm always shopping the Real. They drop over 10,000 new arrivals every day.
Gucci, Rolex,
Prada.
Come
proceeds to do a cavity search.
No comment.
He said he was looking for his drugs, his cocaine, his coke.
Okay. Okay. Why would he have to go through all of that? This man has plenty of money. Like, I'm sure if in real life all this was going down with whole drugs and everything, why wouldn't he just call the drug dealer up? I'm like, it wouldn't be hard.
I was wondering how somebody who didn't do cocaine and was against it, that was in and of itself causing problems in our relationship. How could I hide? Why would I hide his drugs from, like he was insinuating that I was doing it or something? It made no sense. And he was telling me we're gonna conduct a cavity search, shall we? Like, just shoved his fingers inside me.
Let's take you to July 9, 2013. Did there come a time that you went for a ride you went to the Bahamas and went on a ride on the yacht with Johnny and his kids?
It was less like we flew out to the Bahamas to his island.
My guy got a whole island and you telling me he can't just simply call somebody up for a bag of cocaine?
Selling the yacht to J.K. Rowling, and he wanted to
and he summoned a riot. I mean, he summoned a yacht, like
have a goodbye trip on the yacht. So it was docked off the island, and I went with him and his kids, who I had quickly developed a bond with and loved, and we brought a friend along with us, I think, to kind of help. And yeah.
Okay. Tell the jury what happened on that trip.
Johnny was upset that he had to sell the boat, and he was off the wagon again, but he didn't want to tell his kids, so he was hiding it from them. He was putting it in coffee cups and drinking, and the behavior just kind of like, he was upset, he was emotional, and he just that's how he dealt with it, just drink. But there's just no off button with Johnny. So he just kept drinking, and the behavior kept getting more obviously drunk. And Lily Rose, his daughter at the time, was young, just like maybe 14. And she started to get panicky and started to ask me questions about his drinking.
Objection, hearsay.
Without saying what Lily Rose was saying, please continue on.
I like that. That's a good lawyer. Mm-hmm.
So she was asking me questions about the drinking, and was very upset.
So state the objection. Yeah, you can't say what Lily Rose said. But
yeah.
you can tell gestures, sorry. You can tell, and you can say what you and Mr. Depp said. Okay.
Sorry. So she was upset, and Johnny we were with the kids, and he kind of threw himself off the boat in a half playful way, like a dead fish kind of way. I don't know how to describe it, almost like a belly flop. But we were on a smaller boat parked next to the yacht, and he's jumping. Well, he jumped off the front of it, but kind of in a face, chest forward way, like it looked a little scary, like not something somebody would do if they're completely okay. It was.
So basically, he jumped off the boat in a way that a normal person wouldn't. So it was scary.
Started off all of us kind of taking turns jumping off the edge of the yacht into the water, and then he, at one point, kind of throws himself over, and it looked a little scary. The way his body fell into the water, and Lily Rose started to cry and expressed to me that she
Objection,
was
hearsay.
upset.
Sustained. You can't say what she said. You can.
They don't tell her this 3 times now.
Tell expressions or observations, but you can't say what Lily Rose said.
So Lily Rose is crying, and then the crying becomes like a panic, like almost like a panic attack. It like rapid breathing, crying, lots of questions, and I'm holding her, kind of comforting her, and Johnny comes in, and within a few seconds, I realized that he, kind of shifted his attention on me, and then he seemed very angry. He asked Lily Rose to leave. Lily Rose leaves, looks at me, leaves, crying, and Johnny.
Yeah, she crying. Oh, she was crying. Oh, she was crying. I mean, come on now. Like, I feel like she just laying it on a little thick. So, in a nutshell, she's saying that dude jumped off the boat, and the way he fell into the water somehow made her cry. Then, him walking into a room somehow, again, made her cry. For what? Why was she crying?
I don't remember the words he used, but starts accusing me of kind of like telling.
Oh, and just because it seems that I'm biased, because obviously I'm biased, it's like the whole reason they went to court was for defamation, which she did do, and now she's like trying to bring up all this other stuff to like get her out of trouble, like because that's literally what she did. Like you can say all this other stuff are true, or whatever, but you are in court for this particular reason because you messed up this man's life, like millions upon millions of dollars, deals gone, the whole 9 yards. And now you just want to be like, oh, well, no, I wasn't even talking about you. I didn't even mention your name. All right? And if it was a man, that was like, oh, like literally admitted beating on a woman, whole world. Oh, my God, blah, blah. Now, obviously, I don't believe you should be putting your hands on anybody, male or female. Like, you should be able to talk out your problems or whatever. But, hey, you got to always defend yourself. Like, don't ever be that turn-the-cheek type of person because they will keep coming for that cheek over and over and over. But let's get back to the video.
Him and calling him a drunk in front of his kids. I hadn't done that. I was actually trying to protect Johnny. It didn't feel like my place at all to share that with his daughter or anyone at the time other than adults who might help with it, but not his kids. So I was trying to tell him I was just trying to comfort her. I was trying to protect you. He basically was accusing me of doing this thing and of making them aware of his that he was drinking again. And he slams me up against the side wall of the bedroom of the cabin. We were in the bedroom this whole time, but up against the wall of the cabin.
Low key, this whole time I thought she was talking about that he had put like drugs in his coffee. Obviously, your boy does not do drugs and never have, so I don't know how it works.
And slams me up by my neck and holds me there for a second and tells me that he he could f***ing kill me. When I saw Lily Rose again, we get, I won't say what she told me, but the next thing we do is we call for a helicopter to come and take us off of the boat or off of the island. So we leave the boat.
That is wonderful. Imagine just, oh, I'm gonna call an Uber. Like that's their version of just calling a helicopter. Just I'm finna go call a helicopter. Oh, that's beautiful. Congratulations on their success, though. For real, for real.
Go to the landing of a part of the island, or maybe it was a different, island we had to get to leave. And we take off. I'm holding Lily Rose in literally holding her under my arm while she's crying. We're lifting off, and Jack ended up not coming with us at the last minute. He stayed behind, and we were taking off. And I remember being really torn about.
Does she call him Jack all the time, or is that just because of the movie thing and like she got confused? Or maybe that's his nickname. I don't know.
I felt bad about leaving, even though that had happened. I still felt awful leaving. I felt awful leaving him. I also felt like
feeling awful. Okay, you literally just said dude choked you up, said they like threatened to kill you, and he's I really felt bad about leaving. Or not. Come on now, I'm not trying to hear that. Like
I'd done something wrong, he was mad at me. I wasn't sure, what I had done, but I remember not being, I'm getting all these text messages from him calling me all these names, and it barely coherent, barely, and I'm holding his daughter crying.
A lot of crying going on. I like how she, like, real life. Like, if you guys go listen to the phone call, she was, like, swearing at dude, cussing him out, talking about how, and then she was in the court. Yeah, I beat you. Yeah, I hit you, but you didn't get hurt. How you go from that to this timid little flower? All in, like, I ain't trying to get that. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Put your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below.